Conclusion of case studies again contain all these things. Same multi-dimensional answers must be promoted. Or some people are asking exact. Sir, please say what exactly law and order, constitution, etc. and how to write. Say I'm giving the example. Like any question has been asked, you can like some question on communal clashes. So you must put the answer like this. Thus, we should always try to promote communal harmony, and we must try to maintain the social fabric of our Indian constitution by promoting the ideal of secularism, and we must follow the principle of unity and integrity as enshrined in our preamble to the Indian constitution, which will be always towards societal interest and national interest. This type of conclusion I'm talking about. How to write the subjective questions in ethics. How to write subjective questions in ethics, I told you same part. Ethics answers is of comprises two parts. One is ethical terms usage, and second part is the conclusion part. Conclusion part should again contain law and order, Indian constitution, societal interest, national interest. Now I'll come on the optional. Optional is very important. Why? You might have seen the selected students with good rankers. I think top 50, top 100 have really done very good in their optional. So optional is very important. If you have to secure good marks in your optional, then what to do? First of all, what to select for the optional? What should we select? We always run in the rat race. That some person is saying for sociology, I'll take that. Some person is saying for botany, I'll take that. No. What is your interest? What is your comfortable zone? Try to think that. So your interest matters the most, and your comfortable zone. Comfortable zone means what? How you are comfortable. How you are comfortable. How will you know you are comfortable or not? It means you have to see the last 5 years questions. You have to see, are you comfortable in that or not? While reading some books, are you comfortable or not? And while what is the interest? What is the passion? What is the burning passion you are having for the optional? If these things you have, go for that optional. Maybe the option might be tough. My option was very tough. It was zoology, and it didn't have any connection with GS. No connection with GS. But I got 272 marks. Apart was very tough optional, very lengthy optional. I After giving my exam, I thought it's really tough. But see, I got 272. So don't worry for that. Optional, if you have interest, if you have written well, you will get. Now, one more thing I want to say for optional, again, what matters is answer writing. Answer writing, how you're going to present answer. Even in geology answers, scientific answers also answer writing matters. How? Again, in significance, conclusion, like sociology answers. You have to write about society, country, law and order, Indian constitution, socialism, society interest, national interest. It means again in every optional answer, what matters is your conclusion. Every answer in optional matters how you're going to write your answers. It's not the content that matters. I'm telling you, it's not some technical exam which you're going to give, like engineering and all those things. Technical exams you have to give the content, but here what matters is all your answer writing. Some people have asked subheadings for essay required or not. No, don't give subheadings because it makes a feel of some kiddish answer, bachcho wala answer like that. So don't try to give that. You are going to an IAS officer and should behave like that. Now come for the optional. Optional, please try to write answers. For optional, try to write around 100 answers. 100 answers from where the questions will you get? 100 to 150. The questions you will get from the last 10 years, 15 years. Try to practice the same questions because many a times a lot of questions has been repeated in the different way, not in the same way, different way. Context is same, subject is same, and they have repeated. So try to solve from the last 10 years, those 15 years back questions. You will be much more familiar with them, and then show it to your faculties, get evaluated, get their option back. Some people ask, but doesn't optional require technical answers? Optional requires like I'll take the example of zoology. Obviously, technical means concept. Concept you have to give, but only concept won't give you marks. What will give you marks is your conclusion. I just want to say that if you have written a very good technical thing, very good concept and all, and if you haven't given the significance and the conclusion part, you will get around 30% marks, not more than that. If you have given conclusion and all those things, then only you will get 60% or 55 or 70% marks. So I'm saying in optional also answer writing is very much relevant. Some people ask that please tell how to follow KSG. We wanted your opinion about how to follow. See, KSG basically, see, coaching institute is a guidance. Coaching institute is a basically form of guidance. Why? Because GS is like this. Coaching institute consolidate the material. Consolidate it from this much material to this much. So now you will be fixed in this. Try to revise more what I told. Give maximum time on revision. If you revise more, if you try to put more focus on your answer writing, I bet you will be selected. But if you don't write answers, it's very difficult to be selected. So don't think if you read some 40 books and 60 books, then you are very good. You might be doing some PhD and research, but not in UPSC for sure. So for UPSC, for getting into IAS exam, you have to give your answer writing. Focus on answer writing. Maximum focus on answer writing. Some people have given how to do self-study. Let me come first on interview part, then I'll do with those questions. Now comes the interview. Interview is of 275 marks. You might be seeing mains is of 1750 marks and interviews of 275. A big difference. Okay. You might be saying, what is the relevant of interview? Nothing relevant, but it is because when you see the statistics of UPSC, the results, most this year also, most people marks have been clubbed between 600 to 640 maximum marks. Majority of the candidates who have applied for mains and who have been selected, their marks has clubbed between 600 to 640. Not rankers, I'm talking all below 100 rank and all. Maximum marks. Here comes the importance of interview. If you are getting 600 marks and in interview you have got 180, it becomes 780. You are selected. But if you have got 620 and in interview you have got 150, it becomes 770 and you are rejected. This is the difference. And this way interview matters the most. Because interview marks all in all you will get non interview is very subjective. You can't rely on interview. What matters is this thing. 600. So interview. So because that is why the clubbing of marks you're seeing maximum marks is clubbed in this range. So my suggestion and my advice is you leave interview, focus on mains, try to get maximum marks in mains, maximum marks in mains, so that you are not at all dependent on this interview. This interview should not be meaningful for you. I'll tell you, I got 796 marks in mains. So I was least dependent. I was not dependent on interview. If I would have got zero also, I would have been selected. That is the case. So just make the case for you, because interview you can't rely. I have met many students who are very good at speaking, very good at everything presentation, but they got very less marks. So interview is very subjective. Don't rely on interview. Interview you should think as it is a separate entity, but make your maximum focus on your mains. Mains means what? Answer writing. So try to develop a thinking, a persona, a thought. You have to give maximum focus on answer writing. Before mains, try to write 300 answers in GS and 120 to 150 answers in your optional. I am sure if you have done this, no one can stop you from getting into top 100 rank, top 50, top 10, even topper also. And second thing, always when you write answers, get it evaluated from your faculties, because sometimes we do feel that we have written good answers, but it is bad. So get it evaluated and give suggestions. So this is about your whole preparation strategy. Now I'll deal some of the questions they're giving. Any suggestion for working professional? Okay. Working professional, one thing you have to make in your mind that you have to bring a sort of coherency in your time usage, in your working time and in your study time. So try to try to devote your time partially in studies also. Be highly motivated and try to give maximum focus on your studies when you're free, and when you're working then it's okay. So working profession, it's not a much big factor that can make a big difference, but try to utilize your time. You have to utilize your time. I'm telling you, for normal students also, 6 to 8 hours is maximum required. What to 6 to 8, not more than 6. We all are human beings. We all want to enjoy our life. I think no one likes to study. This is very honest, because I'm also 24 years old and I'm telling even I don't want to study. But see, the difference like there is 6 to 8 hours. Do it qualitatively. This is very important. Qualitative preparation is very much needed. Okay. Some people are asking self-study approach. Obviously, self-study is a very good thing. Self-study will make you always self-confident, self-reliant. But self-study, you must be very qualitative. You must try to study what is required and what is not, because many of my friends who are doing this self study, I talk to them and I get to know that they are studying uselessly. All useless stuff is not needed also. So try to study which is relevant and try to figure out which is not relevant and try to take help from the tests, from the revision, magazines, and all those things. Now I will come, because many of them are asking time management, effective time management. See, we all are human beings. We all need to divide our time because we have our personal cause, social cause, every other thing. So I'm telling, for your normal preparation to get top 5 rank, I think 6 to 9 hours is sufficient. You don't need more than this. Okay, 6 to 9 hours is sufficient to for normal. If you want to clear in first attempt with top 5 rank, 6 to 9 hours. Now how to do this time management? Time management is for prelims. For prelims, your time management, already I've told you, for question, for your knowledge, it should be 4, it should be 3 is to 4 is to 3 for learning, 4 for revision, and 3 for your practice. If you do this, I don't think, if you have 6 hours, divide into this ratio and do it. Try to revise in multiple times. Like if you're revising for half an hour economics, then good. Then revise for half an hour the polity section. Because if you study same thing, it becomes very monotonous. So, and you will be very good at integrating answers if you try to revise different subjects. Okay. Second comes the mains. Mains, the ratio will be also 3 is to 3 is to 4. The ratio will change here. Ratio will be 4 will be for answer writing, question practice. Because in mains, answer writing is very important. So do your time management accordingly. Give your time on sleeping. At least try to sleep for 6 to 8 hours. Try to even walk, run, whatever, because it will relieve you from your stress and all. And try to eat well, study well. That's more than enough. 6 to 8 hours is well and good. Have a positive approach with that. I think is sufficient. But one thing always keep in your mind, time is very precious. Don't waste your time. Don't use your time in useless activities. Try to give maximum, because you are going for an IAS officer exam and it's not that easy. So give your time, use your time optimally, and then go for it. Some people have written, sir, can you give some idea zoology, botany answer writing skill? Again, I told you, for zoology, botany answer writing skill, same thing I told you, the content plus answer writing. Answer writing means what? Answer writing means your suggestion part, your conclusion, your significance. Like if any question has been asked on this portion, any zoology, botany, agriculture, forestry, any subject, try to give significance of that topic. Significance, its relevance, and what is its need actually in the evolution. For example, I'm saying that will give you more marks. Some question I've asked, sir, please दर्द समझो interview का बताओ basic points you analyzed. See, interview batao, I'll tell you, interview, I have told you, don't think much about now interview. First clear prelims and mains. Why you're going for interview? Interview is very subjective. Try to score maximum for your this mains exam. Interview, I think you are much smarter. You can get good marks. Just have your own viewpoints. What I told you is your viewpoint. What is required in your answer writing, you have to just speak that. You have to be vocal on part. You have to be vocal on this aspect. Viewpoint. Give your views, balanced view, optimistic view. They are going to give you marks according to that. And interview is very subjective, so don't rely on that. Which coaching center is good in your view? See, some people have this coaching center. See, you can join any coaching center, but just ask two things before joining. First, answer writing. Will they focus on this or not? Will they make use of your time and your study in this answer writing or not? And second thing, their evaluation suggestion, because sometimes they will say, yeah, we'll do answer writing, but when you will write answers, they are not going to evaluate, check, and give you suggestion. So ask these two things, answer writing and this thing, and then you can join. Because I think every coaching, it teaches good only. I don't think everyone has good matter. Just think on this. Okay. Someone asked, should we focus on science and tech or general science for prelims? I think you should focus on science and tech only, because general science will automatically come in science and tech. So general science is the subset of science and tech. Any government website, I think not needed, yeah. I think you don't have much time for government website and all, but if you want, I can give. PIB is good. You get a lot of information from PIB, Press Information Bureau, but I don't think we all have much time for that. Can you give the ratio of hard work and IQ? Yes, I can give. Hard work I'll put into 8 and IQ I'll put on 2. I'll tell you why. Hard work. If a person of normal IQ also good, not 8, do 7 is 7 is 2. Why? Because you have to take a lot of decision very fastly. So hard work is very important. Not hard work actually. You should write smart work. Smart work is important. So please take this most important. What differentiates top 25 rankers from others? I'll tell you what differentiates top 25 rankers from others is one thing only, their positive focused approach. Positive focused approach. And this positive focused approach is all about your answer writing, is all about what viewpoints and how you studied. Whatever things I have told you, if you follow like this in a sequence, and if you follow and to try to uh, effectively implement this, I bet you will win top 25, not top 25, top 5. You will be the top ranker, and I will be very glad to meet you. How to keep a balance while writing any answer? How to keep a balance? Balance means your neutrality. You should not be inclined towards any government. You should not be inclined towards any person. You should always follow neutrality, and you should always try to give a constructive suggestion. Constructive is a very important thing. It means you are very optimistic, very positive person. So that's called neutrality. Sir, I just get 4 hours per study. I bet 4 hours is more than sufficient. Just try to use that 4 hours qualitatively, give your